An Accounting Job Guide 1. Chapter 1. An Accounting Career Guide. Accounting Career/Auditing Career. You can read a more in-depth version of this article at bls.gov/ocos/ocos001.htm, bls.gov/ocos/ocos144.htm, Bookkeeping, Accounting, and Auditing Clerks. An accountant is a ledger in his own mind. Managers must have up-to-date financial information to make important decisions. Accountants and auditors prepare, analyze, and verify financial reports that furnish this kind of information to managers in all business, industrial and government organizations. Four major fields are public, management, government accounting, and internal auditing. Public accountants have their own businesses or work for accounting firms. Management accountants, also called industrial or private accountants, handle the financial records of their company. Government accountants and auditors maintain and examine the records of government agencies and audit private businesses and individuals whose dealings are subject to government regulations. Internal auditors verify the accuracy of their firm's financial records and check for waste or fraud. Accountants often concentrate on one phase of accounting. For example, many public accountants are employed primarily in financial auditing, examining a client's financial records and reports and attesting that they are in conformity with standards of preparation and reporting. Others concentrate on tax matters, such as preparing income tax forms and advising clients of the tax advantages and disadvantages of certain business decisions. Still others concentrate on consulting and offer advice on a variety of matters. They might develop or revise an accounting system to serve the needs of clients more effectively or give advice about how to manage cash resources more profitably. Management accountants, the largest group of accountants and auditors, provide the financial information executives need to make sound business decisions. They may work in areas such as taxation, budgeting, costs, or investments. For beginning accounting and auditing positions, the federal government requires 4 years of college, including 24 semester hours in accounting or auditing, or an equivalent combination of education and experience. However, applicants face competition for the limited number of openings in the federal government. Anyone working as a certified public accountant must have a certificate and a license issued by a state board of accountancy. The vast majority of states require CPA candidates to be college graduates, but some states substitute a certain number of years of public accounting experience for the educational requirement. Based on recommendations made by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, a few states require or are considering requiring CPA candidates to have training beyond the usual 4-year bachelor's degree, for example, a 5-year bachelor's degree or a master's degree. This requirement may become more common in the coming years. All states use the 4-part uniform CPA examination, prepared by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, to establish eligibility for certification. The CPA examination is rigorous and candidates are not required to pass all 4 parts at once. However, most states require candidates to pass at least 2 parts for partial credit. Many states require all sections of the test to be passed within a certain period of time. Most states require applicants for a CPA certificate to have some public accounting experience. For example, bachelor's degree holders most often need 2 years of experience, while master's degree holders often need no more than 1 year. To become a licensed public accountant, LPA, or accounting practitioner, some states require only a high school diploma, others require college training. However, with dramatic growth in the number of CPAs, some states no longer offer the LPA designation. Information on requirements may be obtained directly from individual state boards of accountancy or from the National Society of Public Accountants, NSPA. Professional societies grant other forms of certification on a voluntary basis. The Institute of Internal Auditors Incorporated confers the designation Certified Internal Auditor, CIA, upon graduates from accredited colleges and universities who have completed 2 years' experience in internal auditing and who have passed a 4-part examination. The EDP Auditors Association confers the designation Certified Information Systems Auditor, CISA, upon candidates who pass an examination and who have completed 5 years' experience in auditing, of which at least 2 involved auditing electronic data processing systems. The National Association of Accountants, NA, confers the Certificate in Management Accounting, CMA, upon candidates who pass a series of uniform examinations and meet specific educational and professional standards. The Accreditation Council for Accountancy awards accreditation in accountancy and taxation to persons who have passed a comprehensive examination. Accreditation is maintained by competing mandatory continuing education. A growing number of states require both CPAs and licensed public accountants to complete a certain number of hours of continuing education before licenses can be renewed. The professional associations representing accountants sponsor numerous courses, seminars, group study programs and other forms of continuing education. Some jobs that accountants do are as follows: Staff Auditor, Certified Public Accountant, Staff Accountant, Tax Accountant, Assurance Associate, Fund Accountant, Financial Analyst, Forensic Accountant, Fraud Examiner, Cost Accountant, Financial Advisor, FBI Special Agent, IRS Investigator, Securities Broker, Business Consultant, Financial Planner, Tax Advisor, Accounting Associate, Environmental Accountants Info. Governments and nonprofits use environmental accountants to help them prove that the companies they are investigating are doing damage to the environment. Companies hire environmental accountants to help them prove that they have good environmental practices. Some companies hire environmental accountants so they can get information about what to do to be compliant with environmental laws. es.inl.gov/partners/ACCTG/ACCTG.html, Environmental Accounting Resource List. Indeed.com/q-accountant-working-environment-l-chicago, il-jobs.html. gojobs.com/environmental-jobs.html. environmental.thingamajob.com. environmental-expert.com. environmentalcareer.com. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/united_states_senate_public_works_subcommittee_on_g. reen_jobs_and_the_new_economy. monster.com/job-industry-profiles/finance/environmental-do-id-for/home.aspx. emmawebsite.org. Environmental Management Accounting. finance.monster.com/article/environmental accounting. Healthcare Accounting Career. Find a college that offers a degree in healthcare accounting. accounting-finance.thingamajob.com. careerbuilder.com. eng.martinwardanderson.nl/jobseekers/coming-to-the-Netherlands/healthcare. flipdog.com/jobs/healthcare/accounting. healthycareers.com. health-medical-jobs.com/healthcare-accounting-jobs.aspx. hotjobs.yahoo.com/job-search-k-accountant-c-healthcare-h-accountant. Indeed.com. jobsite.co.uk/jobs/accounting and finance. jobster.com/find/a/job/for/healthcare+sign-accounting. juju.com/keyword/healthcare-cost-accountant. nbn-jobs.com/accounting-jobs. nbn-jobs.com/accounting-jobs/healthcare-accounting-jobs.cfm. ontargetjobs.com/healthcare.htm. poly.com. simplyhired.com. trovix.com/q-c-accounting-b-health+sign-care-jobs.html. Indiana University. 101 Owen Hall, Bloomington, Indiana 47405. 812-355-3693. Fax, 812-855-8680. 800-822-4762, in. 800-457-4434. 800-334-1011. Bulletin at indiana.edu. Extend.indiana.edu. Healthcare Accounting e-learning. Internal auditing career. External auditors like the IRS audit companies that they think are filing fraudulent tax returns. Internal auditors work for companies. They verify the accuracy of their firm's financial records and check for waste or fraud. The Institute of Internal Auditors Incorporated confers the designation Certified Internal Auditor, CIA, upon graduates from accredited colleges and universities who have completed 2 years' experience in internal auditing and who have passed a 4-part examination. It's a hot field because more organizations are concerned about risk management, ethics, corporate governance, and internal controls that mitigate risks and help deter and prevent fraud. Institute of Internal Auditors. 249 Maitland Avenue, Altamonte Springs, Florida 32701-4201. TheIIA.org. TheIIA.org/ECM/CCSA, certification. Jobs.theiia.org. AHIA.org, Association of Healthcare Internal Auditors. SJIIA.org, San Jose Institute for Internal Auditors. Chapter 2. An Accounting Job Guide. Find events at primeglobal.net/events. Accounting events, online courses. Accountant websites. facultydirectories.com/afd.html, accounting faculty directory, search by name, school, or location. yp.yahoo.com/pi/yploc.pi $YCAT=8109736 desk accountants B-type default NC 1, Yahoo. Yellow Pages, search for an accountant. pfp.aic.org/community/find +PFS+near+u.htmt, CPA/PFS, find a financial specialist by state. CPAdirectory.com, CPA Directory, national listing of CPAs. Accountants and auditor job websites. The American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. StartHereGoPlaces.com, learn more about public accounting careers. The Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. aacsb.edu/accreditation/accreditedmembers.asp. thiswaytocpa.com/education/college-search. na.the.ia.org/about-hiae/pages/participating-IAEP-program-schools.aspx. The Career Planning and Development section aicpa.org/interest-areas/young CPA network/resources/networking/pages/planning_developing.aspx. Journal of Accountancy. journalofaccountancy.com. Internal Auditor. theiia.org/intauditor. thiswaytocpa.com. autoq.org. afponline.org. acfe.com/job-board.aspx. imana.org. aga.careerbank.com. accareers.com. myjobs.cmaglobal.com. tei.org/careers. jobs.irs.gov. natptax.com. financialexecutives.org. nact.org/career center. aicpa.org/career/jobboard/pages/jobboards.aspx. thiswaytocpa.com/career-tools/jobs-internships. Accounting and Financial Women, a Euro Trademark S Alliance. 2635 Harrodsburg Road A324. Lexington, Kentucky 40504. 800-326-2163. afw@afwa.org. afwa.org. Accreditation Council for Accountancy and Taxation. 1330 Braddock Place, Alexandria, Virginia 22314-1694. 888-289-7763. info@acatcredentials.org. acatcredentials.org. ALPFA. 801 South Grand Avenue, number 400. Los Angeles, California 90017-4677. 213-243-0004. alpfa.org. American Accounting Association. 5717 Bessie Drive, Sarasota, Florida 34233-2399. 941-921-7747. info@audaq.org. audaq.org. American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. 1211 Avenue of the Americas, New York, New York 10036-8775. 212-596-6200. aicpa.org. American Women a Euro Trademark S Society of Certified Public Accountants. 136 South Kiowa Street, Dayton, Ohio 45402-2241. 800-297-7272. info@awscpa.org. awscpa.org. Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. 212-310-0105. acca.usa@accaglobal.com. accaglobal.com. Association of Government Accountants. 2208 Mount Vernon Avenue, Alexandria, Virginia 22301-1314. 800-242-7211. agacgfm.org. Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business. 777 South Harbor Island Boulevard, number 750. Tampa, Florida 33602-5730. 813-769-6500. aacsb.edu. Bank Administration Institute. 115 South LaSalle Street, number 3300. Chicago, Illinois 60603-3801. 888-224-0037. info@bai.org. bai.org. CFA Institute. 915 East High Street, Charlottesville, Virginia 22902. 800-247-8132. info@cfainstitute.org. cfainstitute.org. Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. cima.contact@cimaglobal.com. cimaglobal.com. Educational Foundation for Women in Accounting. 136 South Kiowa Street, Dayton, Ohio 45402-2241. 937-424-3391. info@fwa.org. fwa.org. Information Systems Audit and Control Association and Foundation. 3701 Algonquin Road, number 1010. Rolling Meadows, Illinois 60008-3124. 847-253-1545. Certification at isaaca.org. isaaca.org. Institute for Professionals in Taxation. 600 North Park Town Center, 1200 Abernathy Road. #L2. Atlanta, Georgia 30328-1040. 404-240-2300. ipt.org. Institute of Internal Auditors. 247 Maitland Avenue, Altamonte Springs, Florida 32701-4201. 937-1100. Customer Relations at theiia.org. theiia.org. Institute of Management Accountants. 10, Paragon Drive. Montvale, New Jersey, 07645-1718. 800-638-4427. ima@imana.org. imana.org. International Federation of Accountants, IFAC. 529 Fifth Avenue. New York, New York, 10017-4649. 212-286-9344. Communications@ifac.org. ifac.org. National Association of Black Accountants. 7474 Greenway Center Drive. Number 1120. Greenbelt, Maryland, 20770-3559. 301-474-6222. nobinc.org. National Association of Forensic Accountants. 10001 West Oakland Park Boulevard. Number 201. Sunrise, Florida, 33351. Mail at nafanet.com. nafanet.com. National Conference of CPA Practitioners. 22 Jericho Turnpike. Number 110. Mineola, New York, 11501-2937. 888-488-5400. nccpap.org. National Society of Accountants. 1330 Braddock Place. Number 540. Alexandria, Virginia, 22314. 800-966-6679. Members at nsacct.org. nsacct.org. Business Accountant and Auditor Job Websites. Accounting Today. accountingtoday.com. Start Here, Go Places. StartHereGoPlaces.com. Accounting Glossary. StartHereGoPlaces.com/students/games-tools/glossary. Internal Auditor. na.theiia.org/periodicals/pages/internal-auditor-magazine.aspx. Undergraduate Accounting Programs in the United States. colleges.usnews.rankings/best-colleges/rankings/business-accounting. StartHereGoPlaces.com/students/games-tools/college-search. Colleges and universities that offer an internal auditing curriculum. na.theiia.org/about-IA/pages/participating-IAEP-program-schools.aspx. Career Tools. thiswaytocpa.com/career-tools/articles. The Institute of Management Accountants, IMA. linkup.imana.org. The Edge. aicpa.org/interest-areas/young CPA network/the DGE. Start Here Magazine. StartHereGoPlaces.com/students/games-tools/start-here-magazine. AccountingJobsToday.com. AccountingCrossing.com. eFinancialCareers.com. Jobs.imana.org. American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. 1211 Avenue of the Americas. NYC 10036 to 8775. 212-596-6200. Service@aicpa.org. aicpa.org. Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. Vision@cemaglobal.com. cemaglobal.com. Institute of Management Accountants. 10, Paragon Drive. Number 1. Montvale, New Jersey, 07645-1760. 800-638-4427. ima@imana.org. imana.org. Institute of Internal Auditors. 247 Maitland Avenue. Altamonte Springs, Florida, 32701-4201. 407-937-1111. na.theiia.org. International Investment Funds Association. 11 King Street West. Number 400. Toronto, on M5H4C7 Canada. 416-309-2314. info@iifa.ca. iifa.ca. Investment Company Institute, ICI. 1401 HST, NW. Number 1200. Washington, D.C. 20005-2110. 202-326-5800. Member Services at ICI.org. ICI.org. Government Money Jobs / Public Accounting Jobs. gfoa.org/services/employment.html, Government Finance Officers Association job page. dfas.mil/careers.html, Defense Finance and Accounting Service. sec.gov, U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. usa.gov/agencies/federal/all_agencies/index.shtml, AZ Index of U.S. Government Agencies. usa.gov/citizens/topics/money/agencies.shtml, Federal and State Financial Agencies List. virginia.gov/home/government/executive/state-agency-search, virginia.gov Agency Search. Chapter 3. An Accountant Job Guide. Accountant Websites. facultydirectories.com/afd.html, Accounting Faculty Directory, search by name, school, or location. yp.yahoo.com/pi/yploc.pi?ycat=8109736 &desk=accountants &b-type =default &nc=1, Yahoo. Yellow Pages, search for an accountant. pfp.ai/CPA+CPA+PFS+near+u.htmt, CPA/PFS, find a financial specialist by state. CPAdirectory.com, CPA Directory, national listing of CPAs. AdaptiveAdvisors.com. REI.com. BoycePartnersIntl.com. CFStaffing.com. ASRJobs.com. Candidate1.com. Exec-reg.com. SBHarian.com. AccountingJobs.com. AAFA.com. Execu-search.com. DunhillHouston.com. MarstonMills.com. GlobalRecruitingCenter.com. Accounting.knowledgestem.com. AccountingWeb.com. Forensic-accounting-information.com. icaeu.co.uk. Accounting Job Websites 1. Amper.com. Enchin.com. BDO.com. BeersandCutler.com. BKD.com. BPMLLP.com. CBH.com. CBIZ.com. CitronCooperman.com. CliftonCPA.com. CRICPA.com. CSHCO.com. Deloitte.com. IdaBailey.com. EisnerLLP.com. EY.com. GTI.org. JHCone.com. LarsonAllen.com. LBMC.com. MahoneyCohen.com. McGlaudray.com. MKLLP.com. MossadAMS.com. Novoco.com. Parentenet.com. PlantMoran.com. PWC.com. ResnickGroup.com. Arcaco.com. ReubenBrown.com. RyanCo.com. SmartGRP.com. SVA.com. UHIAdvisors-us.com. us.kpmg.com, vital.com, whipfly.com. Accounting job websites too. AAFA.com, American Association of Finance and Accounting's career site. accountingjobs.com/index.html, accounting and finance jobs. americanbanker.com/career zone, American Banker Career Zone. cpajobs.com, cpajobs.com, job listings for CPAs at all levels. No fee for job seekers. careers-in-business.com, Ohio State U.S. Business Job Finder. nationjob.com/financial, financial, accounting, and insurance jobs. financialjobnet.com, Financial Job Network. financialjobs.com, financialjobs.com. bankjobs.com, jobs for bankers. tax-jobs.com, tax-jobs.com. tropicjobs.com, tropicjobs.com. Accounting Associations job websites. portal.ct.gov/dcp/occupational-professional-profess/certified-public accountants, Certified Public Accountants of Connecticut. TheIIA.org, Institute of Internal Auditors. imana.org, Institute of Management Accountants. nasba.org/state boards, State Boards of Accounting. Accounting Associations and Organizations. AAA-edu.org, American Accounting Association. AICPA.org, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. AAFA.com, AAFA. AGACGFM.org, Association of Government Accountants. NatPtax.com, National Association of Tax Practitioners. Accounting Publications. AICPA.org, Accounting Firms and Practitioners. imana.org, Management Accounting. ariahmed.com/default.asp, Wendell's Report for Controllers.